Welcome to Sips and Side Quests, a fantasy-inspired podcast series where we try new drinks and we tell old stories. I'm your host, Troy.
And I'm your co-host, Darren. Today, we're talking about all that's devilishly decadent. Troy, why don't you let them know what we're about?
Yeah, we are about devils, we are about decadence, we're about luxury. No, it's gonna be a pretty light episode today, I think. We're gonna be starting off, of course, with our sip segment. We've got some good drinks to get into here today, and then we're gonna be talking about, if you haven't guessed it, decadent experiences. Decadence, rather, whatever word you prefer there. Darren, save me here. Tell me what you're sipping on today.
Sure. Boy, have I got something. I have got the bee's knees of cocktails. Are you ready for it?
Okay.
That's it. It's called the bee's knees. That's right.
There better be honey in this.
Yeah, honey syrup, which I'll tell you a little bit about later. This cocktail is 2 ounces of gin, 1 ounce of lemon juice, 3/4 ounce of honey syrup. Not just honey syrup. More on that later. So this cocktail, I really dug in on the history, and there's no one true answer. You know, there was something about like someone in 1921. It just didn't really hold any water. A lot of people have accepted that this was created Prohibition era to cover up the crappy taste of the gin that it was mixed with. Because, I mean, think about it. You're putting a bunch of sugar in it, of course it's going to taste good.
Yeah. Honey can be like a lifesaver for a lot of things.
Sure. So this cocktail, to me, tastes very similar to a Tom Collins, actually. Less effervescence. It's just almost like an aggressive lemonade taste to it in a good way. It's definitely got the citrus to help balance it out from the lemon juice without being overly sweet. But it's a pretty good cocktail. A little bit on the honey syrup for you, because I tried making other cocktails over the past few weeks with this, and honey syrup is not as simple as water and syrup.
No? That's what I was wondering is, like, what is it? How is it made?
Yeah, so I just tried doing, so there's different recipes, like 2 parts honey, 1 part's water, 3 parts honey, 1 part's water. So I tried, just mixing it in there. It doesn't work. You put it in the shaker, it gets all over the ice. It doesn't go anywhere in the drink. It is completely different. It is not good.
Okay.
So what you need to do is you actually need to throw it in a saucepan and heat it up to like a medium heat for a few minutes, just until it's dissolved. And that's when you get the honey syrup. So it actually is more the consistency that you're looking for, as opposed to the honey, where it's more, viscous, more gelatinous. And it actually mixes together closer to like a simple syrup.
Interesting.
So I did 3-1 for mine because I like it a little bit sweeter. A lot of people do 2-1. There's multiple forum posts, multiple Reddit posts on what's correct. There's science behind it, like it'll only store for a month if you do a certain ratio. But 3-1's what I went with. Much better cocktail. Have to say though, it doesn't let any gin, shine. It's to cover it up. It's a fixer. It is an 8 out of 10 with like any cocktail. I tried it with our Indigo Empress gin that we did for our trip, because I'm like, how am I going to cover up this crappy gin? That's what I did. I have this strawberry gin that I don't know what to mix with. It even works for that. It is a fixer. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Wow. Just for the honey syrup. That's
more than likely. That's probably the only saving grace.
Basically.
Just throw some sugar in there.
Jeez. Yeah. So thoughts on this? Honey can be pretty overpowering, I think. Which is a good thing though. Honey's good. And I was thinking, you were talking about you don't know what's the correct sort of ratio. Like, there's a bunch of arguments online. I think whatever you make to your liking is what's right. Why does there have to be like one standard? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
So,
there's a science behind it. Some nerd went on there and he was like, if you don't do at least 2.8 to 1, then it doesn't preserve itself and it has a shelf life, which is kind of crazy for honey. But so I guess there's a science behind it. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're gonna drink it within like a month, it doesn't really matter.
some nerd.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny. People are nerds, aren't they? Not in good ways either. They're just like trying to tweak and do everything like something specific. Like, just let people make their honey syrup how they want it to taste. Am I wrong in saying that?
I mean, yes and no, right? Like, I like to know the science. I like to know that, like, oh, okay, well, honey is one of the few things that doesn't expire. So, it's nice to know that it can expire if you do, say, like a 2-to-1 ratio. So, I mean, that's interesting. But, yeah, they got to post, like, their math and everything in there. They got to be, like, real know-it-alls about it.
Oh, there are other factors. Okay, I thought it was just simply a taste thing. I guess I wasn't paying that much attention. Or, well, I was, but I missed that part.
That's all right. That's all right.
Sorry. I did want to ask, so the other cocktails you tried it with, were they all gin that you tried it with?
No. So actually, I gave the recipes over to my significant other, and I'm like, which one of these do you want me to make? Here's what ingredients we have. So I will do one of the other ones, the one that she actually picked in there, but that is the one that came up originally. And the first one I made was great, probably because like all the honey ended up in the glass, but other iterations of me trying it were just miserable, and I'm like, this tastes awful. I had to pour the one out, it was so bad.
Oh my.
Which I don't do. Like, I'll soldier it down, but
Yeah.
no, the other one was rum specifically.
See, that sounds good. I was thinking like a dark liquor, like a whiskey. Rum's good though too.
Yeah, I mean, whiskey and honey make sense together. I'll have to rev that one up. I was trying to see how many liquors I could hit in one season.
Okay. Well, that's good. Let's rev it up.
Yeah. And so did you bring another pale ale for the class, or what do you have today?
Yeah. Today we have a triple IPA. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, this is probably the most basic beer that I have brought on the show, but I needed it today, man. This is an Ohio Light. Ever heard of it?
I don't drink light beer.
It is a light beer, as evidenced in the name. No, it's Ohio Light. It's out of Columbus Brewing Company. I think I've done one or two other ones by them. Solid brewing company there. This is just going to be a light lager. 4.2% ABV. The only ingredients that I found online, yeast and barley. Like this
that's beer.
This is a classic. This is just like traditional all-American beer. This isn't like your Bud Light or your Miller Lite though. This is like a local variant, which I think makes it special. I don't know. It's probably all just the same. But what's cool about this one though, it is called Ohio Light, and it actually is sold exclusively in Ohio. So you can't get this in any other state, which makes sense because it's Ohio Light. I'd be curious to know if there are other state lights, you know what I mean? Other versions, like a Pennsylvania Light or a Michigan Light, I'd be interested to find that out. Probably. Seems like a pretty basic thing to do, honestly. I have some fun...
Seems straightforward.
Seems pretty straightforward. I have a couple fun facts about light beers in general. They actually just became popular in the 70s. To me, light beers are just kind of like the American standard. Pretty much anybody, maybe not anybody, but a lot of the people you meet who are like older, especially who are like beer drinkers, like my dad and stuff like that, they're always drinking like the Bud Lights, the Miller Lights, the Coors Lights. Like that's just kind of what it is. So to find out that that's really only been the case since like the mid 70s, it's interesting to me. That's more recent than I thought. A lot of these beers that I bring, when I look up their history, everything is way more recent than I thought. Like I don't even know what were they drinking like in the 20s, the 30s. It was like liquor and stuff, probably, right?
Yeah,
they were mixing honey syrup in there because it was all like well drinks. But yeah, this came about in the mid 70s. It was considered like diet beer, which probably still is considered that in some circles. But it was brought on by like I guess there were like big waves of like health consciousness and like like the public was learning more about what's good and bad for you and things like that in the 70s, and so this light beer was kind of created and popularized. First super popular light beer, actually, Miller Lite, which I guess makes sense. It's one of the big ones. I think these days the most popular is Bud Light, is what I read. So nothing too surprising. This is basically just one of those, but like I said, a local version from Columbus Brewing Company. So couple personal thoughts here. Like I said, I needed to go really light today. It's a 4.2%. It's light. It's crisp. It's refreshing. It is hot here today, and it has been all summer. It is unbearable. Hard to even be outside. So on days like today, you just want something that is like smooth, light, goes down easy. You can have a few of them. It's good to have a cold beverage when it's blistering hot outside. So we went basic today, and I'm enjoying it for what it is. You don't expect anything too special from this. It's basic. It's classic. 7.2 out of 10 though, which is more than I would give National Variants. And there may be some bias there. Maybe there's some bias. Maybe I just want to feel special because I have like a local version. I don't know, but I will rate it higher than the other ones. 7.2 out of 10.
That's a very specific rating. Like not 7.25, not 7.5. What gives you the 0.2 on that?
Yeah, I decided that I want to expand my rating system to more than just 0.5 increments. I want to have all the increments. 0.1, 0.1s. So this is 0.2. What gives it the 0.2? Why is it not just like 7 out of 10? The aftertaste, dude. There's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not, I want to say nutty, but it's not nutty. There's no nuts or anything close to that in this drink.
Like the nut finish.
but like hold on a second. But no, dude, the aftertaste of a sip is different. I'm not like eloquent enough to give you the exact taste or the description of the taste. So it's good. It tastes good.
How many have you had?
Quite a few.
That's not a number. We talking like several, a few?
It's hard to count. So today this is what's difficult. I actually went out for drinks and a meal with some friends. Like we did a late lunch. So I had, actually that's what they had on tap there. So I had a few of them there, and then we went.
They
and had
have this
dinner.
on tap?
Yes.
That's
what I'm saying.
crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't think that this would be something on tap. Okay. So okay.
Yeah. It was on tap. Surprisingly, do you remember that black IPA that I had in season 1?
No.
I sent you the picture and you were like, didn't like the pour because it was really frothy. It was the one we did the interview with the pilot.
Oh,
Don't remember that at all?
Yeah.
Anyway, they had that on
remember.
tap. Wolf's Ridge Afterburner it was. They had that on tap at the place I was, which was interesting. They have a black IPA on tap. Like, I didn't even know this thing existed, and here it is at this local bar. Anyway, so I had a few there. I wasn't really counting. And then we went out to dinner, and I had a few other ones, and then on the way home I picked up a sixer. So I'm a couple in to the sixer, but who's to say how many I've had for the total day?
Don't let anyone tell you. One of the hardest things you can do in life is day drink. You just get so tired.
That's why I needed this today. I needed the 4.2 light beer. You know what I mean? I needed this because it was kind of like when we took our little trip recently. We were out there brewery hopping, and we were drinking like IPAs and stuff, and that was rough, dude. Like, you can't do that.
And as a reminder, Knoxville has like no good breweries. Don't bother. Straight up.
Hey, that one was cool with the homeless
Zool?
lady and the.
Oh no, the other one.
No,
Okay.
the one we spent most of our time at. Shout out to that bartender. If you by any chance listen to this, here we are. You're kind of famous.
You made
now.
it.
You're on like a Spotify podcast. few guys you met in a brewery once.
Are you familiar with the Untapped app?
Yeah, that's where I get a lot of my information for when I'm researching.
So, as you've been talking, I've been scrolling through all the reviews that people have left. I found a single review for this beer at 4.5. I don't think a single other review was above a 4. Most of them were around a 3.75. It's like this beer just sits at like an okay standard.
Yeah, it's nothing special, but it's good. It's
okay.
It's what you expect. I mean, it's 105 calories per 12 ounces. I mean, it's light, crisp, clean, and endlessly drinkable.
If I had to drink a light beer, it'd probably be a Yingling, like a Yingling Light.
I actually really like the Yingling Lights. I've had those. I didn't know they existed. Those are tight.
Yeah, man, Yingling, they're just so cost effective too. Like, if you want a beer that tastes good, that's reasonably priced, it's Yingling. Whether that be a light beer or just a regular Yingling, that's, as far as I'm concerned, that's the new Budweiser. But I'm a big Pennsylvania guy, so I'm a little bit biased.
Is Yingling's Pennsylvania, huh? Didn't know that.
Yep, water came from Pottsville, Pennsylvania until they expanded. I can tell you this because I had some friends that lived, I think they still might, out in eastern Pennsylvania. And they're like, it doesn't taste the same without the water, which I'm sure is complete and total, bullshit. But
so, hold on. It doesn't taste the same without the water? What does that mean?
Like the Pottsville water. They're like, it doesn't taste the same without that water. Like, that city slicker water.
This, like, random Pennsylvania town or city just happens to have, like...
Sure.
The best water. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they're Yinzers, so that's how it works.
Yinzers. Oh, dude. When I was driving around the Pennsylvania area, I couldn't get a picture of it because I was driving, but they have, like, a billboard advertisement up for something that's going on in the city, and it said Yins on it. It was like Yins like bikes or something like that.
It is crazy that there's like Pittsburgh and then like you draw like an hour radius around it and people affiliate with the Yins as, instead of their y'all. It's crazy. Like this entire dialect. I don't want to get into it, but cool. You brought a light beer for our decadence episode. Why don't we settle into what decadence is?
Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, when I was considering a lot of the different aspects of how this episode was going to run, I was having a little trouble because defining decadence is it's tough for me. To me, it means, and this is also kind of along with the actual just dictionary definition, it's like excessively luxurious, I guess, but also like overly self-indulgent. I never thought of decadent to be like an excessive amount of luxury. I just kind of like grouped it into that same category of just like, fancy, I guess. Is that like kind of what you think the word is, or what's your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, decadence to me, this is really weird to say. I mean, there's definitely a lot of ways you can go with decadence, but I feel like it's personified with a red velvet cake. And I don't know why. It just like, to get the richness from it, it's like the easiest springboard for me is that. I mean, it definitely like, you had looked up and like, decadence can be far more, extravagant than that. But that's like the easiest tie-in for me.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it for me it's like the feeling. You know what I mean? I have an example here, and we go, I guess, in whatever order we want here with our talking points and whatnot. Something that feels luxurious and is very fancy, but maybe not in excess. I don't know. You've been here. I think always my first thing that comes to mind is the Ohio Theater.
I mean, it can be. Yeah, I mean, there's like some of the accents in there are painted. I don't know if they're painted gold or more so like painted to look gold. So
yeah, and all like the red carpets and like the designs and like it's very elegant. That's like kind of what decadence means to me, personally.
See, but like I feel like the arts kind of get like a free pass. Like castles and whatnot, that could be decadence. Like them being grossly like decorated, I guess. But to me, the arts get the pass.
The arts do get the pass, and for the record, for me, I know it's like part of the definition is like in excess, but I like luxury, and I don't care how excessive it is. If decadent to me is a compliment.
I mean, like decadence could be like a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, Rolls Royce. I'll probably never have one in my life, but those probably are a little decadent dictionary definition. They have they have like the stars on the ceiling.
Yeah, that, you know how much that costs? That's like an extra 10 grand.
I mean, if you're buying a Rolls,
Bro,
what's 10 grand?
The umbrellas are custom with the car. They are multiple grand.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, that's probably a little excessively luxurious.
Decadent.
It's probably a little decadent. So that's what I get. So that's what decadent means to us. You know what else is decadent though? I always think of food, right? So for today's Tavern Tales, that's going to roll us into what we're doing. This whole episode is pretty much like just one big side quest.
That's what we do.
And we've talked about this already, so you should have some things prepared. In the vein of decadent food, candy, which maybe is not very luxurious, especially American candy, but I think dessert, in general, can be considered a decadent thing. Darren,
like red velvet cake, yeah.
Red velvet cake, exactly. So hopefully that ties in well enough to make this prompt make sense. Darren, today what we're going to be doing, we are going to be sharing our top 5 all-time candy lists with each other. And I think it'd be fun if we can attempt to, much in the same vein of the Wisdom Brawl from last season, attempt to make like the top 5, right? So we'll both bring 5 of our own specific candies that we would put in our top 5, and then we'll see if there's any we can like swap around, swap out, and just kind of go back and forth and maybe grade them on different aspects of the candy and things like that, and just chat about it. So that's going to be the majority of the episode, and just wherever it takes us today.
Let's lay down some ground rules.
Sure.
Variance, there's no variance. Like, we'll lump it all together. There's no, this and that M&Ms. If you pick one M&Ms, that is the M&Ms, end all be all, like no shapes or anything like that. It's one or the other. You can't just have like 5 different shapes.
I didn't know M&Ms came in different shapes.
No, I mean, like, i.e., like, different brands come in different shapes. I mean, let me just come out of here swinging. There is not a contender, the single best, number 1 for my list, and it should be both of our lists, Reese's. Reese's is the number 1 uncontested.
I have 2 different Reese's products on my list. I think that's what you're talking about.
But that is
Reese's,
what I was trying to get at. Yeah,
Reese's
like
is
trees and pumpkins.
But they're different enough. They're different enough, right? The 2 that I have are different enough. I will say, I'll agree. Reese's has to be number 1. That's easy. I have on my list any Reese's holiday cup, any variant. I don't care which shape we have to pick. I think maybe the eggs are probably the best, but it doesn't matter. Any of the holiday variants are just top tier. Number 1.
Let's just lump it in there. Let's just put all Reese's number 1 so we get a little bit more variety. I would agree with you. Eggs are superior. The trees are pretty good. Pumpkins are pretty good too. But like Reese's in general is the number 1.
Yeah, it has to be. I often wish that they sold their mixture in jars. You know that how they have like the Reese's brand peanut butter, but it's not actually like the mixture. It's just like regular peanut butter.
Yeah.
That upsets me. So I would buy the jar and eat it with a spoon.
Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs.
I'd go up to 400 pounds. Easy. No, but before we move on, actually, this is relevant. Did you see Reese's and Oreo are doing a collab?
I saw that, which...
Bro, yes.
We'll see how it goes. I honestly, the cookie puck part of Oreos is the worst part, so we'll have to see what they do here.
September 2nd, coming to shelves. They're doing 2 variants. They're doing like the Oreo cookies with the Reese's flavoring inside, but then they're also doing Reese's cups with like the Oreo cookies inside and stuff.
The Reese's cups have got to be the better of the two products. Like
We'll
without you know.
We'll see. These are my two all-time. Those are two of my all-time. Obviously, like this is candy, so I didn't. Oreos isn't in here, but Oreo and Reese's. Those are my two. Like, if you have to pick like overly processed, just trash, sweet food, Oreo and Reese's. I've already been collabing them for years. Frankly, I would go to the gas station, UDF, at like 2 a.m. I would get a pack of Reese's. I would get a pack of Oreos. Take the top off the Oreo. Put the Reese's cup in the middle. Close it back up and eat it together. And I've been doing that for like a decade, dude. So,
You know,
this is a dream come true for me.
in the same vein, a lot of people make s'mores with Reese's now.
I've seen that. I'm not like in a position to be making s'mores enough to have tried that, but I'm down.
Yeah, I mean, you got to try it. Let me hit you with something that might be more controversial. Not in the top 5, but an honorable mention. I don't think it can live in the top 5. Kit Kats.
Okay. Any specific Kit Kats or like just in general?
Yeah, Kit Kats in general. We're not doing like typing, right? Like we need to just lump it all together. Kit Kats together. I'm sure there's better varieties, but
Okay.
Kit Kats to me cannot break the top 5.
I don't even have Kit Kat on my list. I will say, we have like international stores around here. I'm sure you've been to like a World Market, right? They have, recently I went there and they had a bunch of Kit Kat minis that were different, like international variants. They had a peanut butter Kit Kat. Actually really good. I know we're not doing specifics.
Right.
Peanut butter Kit Kat, though, that may be closer to the top 5 than you think. As a general candy, though, Kit Kat.
I really want to try the varieties. I didn't know we had any like that. They've got like green tea ones. They've got like strawberry ones. I really
Yeah,
want to
they
try
had
the
like
different ones.
matcha. They had a hazelnut Kit Kat. Wasn't bad. Yeah, if you go back into World Market, they have plenty of them around the city. They
I'll check.
they
that
got all
out.
different kind of international candies and cookies. When I was big into tea, I went there and got some like real authentic like English biscuits. And they're good, man. They're really good, actually. So
World Market has like some sneaky good choices. Like they have some interesting beers too.
I didn't even look at those. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, it's in the back corner. But now I've laid down number 1. We've agreed on number 1. It's Reese's, uncontested. I threw on a bumper, Kit Kats. So why don't you lay out another item that you think should go in the top 5 here?
I will. I do want to talk quickly. So I have a list of 5. One of them was the Any Reese's Holiday Cup, as I said. The other one that's also Reese's, which I guess has to be lumped into number 1. Do you have any love for the Fast Break? You ever tried that one?
Not extensively.
It's like the bar with like nougat as well as the peanut
It's got
butter
like
mixture.
pretzel, right?
No,
Or is
no,
that the
no,
Take
no.
5?
That's the Take 5. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't think I have then.
Okay, the Fast Break is that's my go-to. If I'm going into like a gas station or anything to get a candy bar, I'm getting that one over the Reese's Cups, mind you.
Oh wow.
It's the nougat does something, man. I don't know.
But it's not your number 1.
The Fast Break?
Yeah.
I don't think I can put it number 1 over like a holiday cup. No, I can't. So it'll be lumped into just Reese's in general as number 1. That does only leave me 3 other ones on my list, actually. So this might be easier than we thought. But I did want to give an honorable mention for myself. That is not technically a candy bar. It's a granola bar. You know where I'm going with this?
I think so.
The Kudos, brother. You remember those?
No, I've never had that, genuinely.
Oh, what?
I thought you were going a Cliff Bar angle.
No, that's weird. I would never do that. The Kudos bars, man, they're like the granola bars, and they had like mini M&Ms on top, and they had like Snickers versions. They had like Dove versions.
No, I
Not
have
ringing
no
any
familiarity.
bells?
No, not at all.
Oh my goodness! I will have to send you an image of this. They're not even technically candy bars, but man, they're good.
I mean, it
I had
doesn't have to
mention
be a candy bar, just like candy. Candy-esque, right? Which,
well, these have candy on top of them. Anyway, I don't think they get included in the top 5, regardless. But
that's fair.
Let's see if I can get this image sent over to you real quick. Sorry, listener, but you're not gonna get to see this.
I do remember those. Okay, I never had them. They look like Rice Krispies.
Yeah. Yep, that's a good comparison. They were really, really good, really fire. Anyway, I just had to mention those, man. I mean, those are nostalgic. They're discontinued, so they're not very good anymore, I guess. I don't know where I'm going with that. Let's move on. Finally, I will give a contribution to the list here. Now, I don't think I technically ranked mine. I just kind of came up with the ideas. Thinking on it now, this one is going to be the Fifth Avenue. Have you had that?
No. Why are you coming up with these obscure things? What are
It's not obscure. It's not obscure. They sell it in like, you can go to Sheetz and get one right now. It's the Hershey's version of a Butterfinger.
Do you know what a Mallow cup is?
Yeah.
All right, never mind. Point invalidated. Continue. What is it called? Let me look it up.
Fifth Avenue. It's the Hershey's version of a Butterfinger.
I get Saks Fifth Avenue.
Yeah, not that one.
Yeah.
Not that one.
I've never had this in my life. This just looks like a knockoff candy bar.
Well, it kind of is. Like I said, it's like Hershey's version of a Butterfinger. It's good. It's good. It's better than a Butterfinger. Because you haven't had this, well, it's better. Because you haven't had this one though, I'm sure you've had a Butterfinger. We'll make it Butterfinger because it's similar enough. Okay, I tell you, this one though with the Hershey's chocolate is better in my opinion. Okay, we'll say Butterfinger though. And if we're talking top 5 here, I think Butterfinger's got to be in there, but I think it's like bottom of the 5, like maybe even just number 5 itself.
Okay, I'll put that down for myself because Butterfinger is definitely easy to remember. I feel like I've got one that's going to be a shoo-in for us. I don't know where we're going to put it. M&M's. Not M&M's. Peanut M&M's specifically.
The yellow boys?
Yo, yeah.
What about the red guys, though?
The
peanut
ones?
Butter. No, the peanut butter.
I don't know if I've had those, but like...
Whoa!
Yo, yeah. They have like fudge brownie ones too that are in like a lavender looking bag. Those are pretty good. Whoa. But peanut M&Ms specifically, right? We can just do M&Ms. M&Ms to me have got to be in the top 5. I don't know if they break top 3. They're like a top 4 to me.
M&Ms. I didn't even have M&Ms on the list. I got to be honest. Didn't even have them on the list.
Just mill on it, you know?
I'm milling on it. Let me mill on it here.
Yeah.
M&Ms are good. You've never even had the peanut butter, though, and those are by far the best ones.
Well, that's fine. I mean, if that's what you need. I mean, peanut M&Ms are just like crunchy peanut butter M&Ms.
You're not wrong about that at all.
Yeah. I mean, definitely a different experience. I mean, we don't have to rank them right now. I mean, we could just laying them out.
Let's get through the list here, and then we can talk more about them in depth. So you got the M&Ms on there. Okay, that's a good contribution. I have another discontinued one for you. Hopefully, I really thought we were doing like more like specific candy bars, like not just like a line of them. You know what I mean?
I mean, that could be fine too, but like kudos, come on.
Well, you knew kudos were popular even where we went to school. I swear you would have known it. Anyway, I don't know if you remember this or ever had this one. You ever have the Hershey's the s'mores bar? We were talking about s'mores earlier. They used to make a candy bar that was just a s'mores bar. Did you ever have that one?
I don't think I have. I've had like the cookies and cream one, but I don't think so. S'mores.
No, this one was like it was different. It wasn't like a normal Hershey bar. It was like I'll send you a picture right there. It was like
I see it. It's just like a Mellow Cup almost.
Yeah, but the bottom layer was graham cracker.
Oh, I mean that could be good.
It was really good.
Man, so if you want to talk about things that are, you know, no longer in existence, they made a 4th of July Hershey's candy bar, and it was discontinued, and it had Pop Rocks in it, and it was like white chocolate. That was one of my favorites. It's gone, so I don't feel like it's fair to compare it, but it was so good.
4th of July Hershey bar popping candy.
Yeah.
Okay.
What a sensation.
White cream with sprinkles and popping candy. I didn't even... This was like this year?
I think the last year I got it was like 2024, but they
okay.
maybe 2023, but they discontinued it. Man, I love that thing.
Really?
I wouldn't put it on the list because I don't feel like it's fair to like add like something necessarily discontinued like that. But that's good.
Yeah, I gotta pivot here. We'll go more candies that still exist, right? So the s'mores, I guess, was just an honorable mention. Something I love. The kudos to
Sure.
s'mores. My last one also, I'll just tell you it, but then we'll go more into like the general, like the popular mainstream ones today. You ever have a Wonka bar back in the day?
I have not. No.
Okay, that was my other one. I really thought we were doing like specific. It's okay. We'll pivot here. But the Wonka bar was good. It was like a chocolate, but it was like milk chocolate with like graham cracker pieces inside of it.
I have
really
heard good things about the Wonka bar. I have.
I really like graham crackers, man.
So like you could probably do like a Snickers, right? A Snickers would be like your equivalent.
Yes, let's talk Snickers. We have so far Butterfinger, M&M, Reese's. Let's talk Snickers here. Snickers has a lot of variants. In general, I think they make a solid candy bar. You know, I am a fan of the nougat. Like I said, the Reese's Fast Break is probably, you know, my go-to. The Snickers has the nougat as well, I think, don't they? Or is it caramel? Or both? I think it's both, isn't it?
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it's nougat, caramel, and peanuts. So that's a lot of different aspects to a candy bar there. I've never come across a bad Snickers bar. Have you?
I mean, I really don't like that it has a vein on the top of it, but I mean...
Oh my goodness. Just turn it upside down, man.
Oh, sure, yeah, so it touches your tongue? Great. So, I mean, Snickers is like a good candy bar. I'd never be upset to get a Snickers, but I don't think it's top 5 for me. I could definitely see an argument to put it in there, but I don't think it's top 5.
Yeah.
Which is probably controversial, honestly.
It probably is for other people, but for me, I don't think it's top 5 either. It's a solid... It's like a light beer. It's solid for what it is, but it's like... There's better options, you know? You choose a Snickers, you're probably just having a Snickers day. And then you have it, and then it comes around again like in 2 years, and you have another Snickers.
It's like the 7.2 out of 10 of Candy's bars.
Indeed it is. You're so right there. Okay, so we've talked about... We're talking general brands here. Snickers and Kit Kat outside of the top 5.
For now. We could come back. So we've got Reese's as the uncontested. We've got peanut M&Ms in there. We've got M&Ms in there, rather. So I think that maybe this is not going to be received, super well. I would put... Specifically, I like the Bunch of Cruncha, but I do like Crunch Bars. I would put Crunch Bars, Bunch of Cruncha in my top 5.
Really?
Yeah, which I don't think it's received super well.
No, that's going to be a disagreement. What do you like about it so much? I liked that when I was a kid, but it's like... I'll tell you, it always tastes stale to me. Their chocolate. Always tastes stale.
I like the Bunch of Cruncha better, because it's more like poppable. It's almost like a good compliment to popcorn when I'm eating it, right? It's like I've got the sweet and the salty. So maybe that's it. I'm less interested in like the actual Crunch Bars than the Bunch of Cruncha itself.
I'm thinking Crunch Bars. Yes, obviously, like you throw some Bunch of Cruncha into a popcorn bucket. That's amazing. But that's a different experience, right? You're having to add that candy to something else to create that experience.
I mean, I'm not like mixing it. I'm like side by side, right? Like it's part of the experience. I would probably eat it solo still, but it's a top 5 for me.
Top 5 just based on a variant. I don't know, man.
I mean, I would still eat the actual like Crunch Bar. I wouldn't enjoy it as much as the Bunch of Cruncha, but I like the texture that it brings. It doesn't have to be super interesting. So that's
okay.
my stance. I figured it would not be received super well, but that's me.
Yeah. No, not being received super well over here. We'll talk about it, though.
Over here with your obscure expired candy
I know.
Discontinued.
I got the prompt wrong, I guess. I don't know. But it's okay. It's okay. We're doing good here. The next big one that I think has to be on here, and I would put in my top 5 as well, had I done the top 5 more generally, Twix. You know, it's not technically like graham cracker, like I like, but it gives graham cracker vibes a little bit, right? It's like a cookie type, biscuit type thing that's in there.
Yeah,
I think Twix is a contender for top 3, personally.
A hard disagree. I would put Snickers above Twix. I think the ratios are all wrong. Yeah, I think the ratios are wrong in Twix because it's like it's too much like actual like graham cracker or like candy to the good stuff.
Are we talking left Twix or right Twix here?
I mean, I'm a left Twix guy.
Okay. I do wish the Twix were a little, like, for me, I wish they were a little wider. I don't like the little sticks. They get all cutesy with the side by side sticks in the whole left versus right campaign. What if you guys just made like one like thicker bar, like a thicker biscuit in there potentially?
That could be really good. I mean, maybe make it like a little bit flatter too. Yeah.
Yeah. See, it could be improved, but Twix in general as a concept, biscuit, chocolate, caramel, classic combination. I'm going to fight for that one to be in the top 5.
The ratios are wrong. So follow me here. Reese's, goated candy. Buckeyes, which is the same thing. For people that don't know, it's a type of candy. It's chocolate and peanut butter, exactly the same thing. Not nearly as good because the ratios are wrong.
Yeah, so Buckeyes are like more peanut butter than chocolate.
They don't get it right. Like Reese's continues to get it right, and then the chocolate and peanut butter are not correct for the Buckeyes. So that's what I'm getting at. Like the ratios are all wrong.
So what's your opinion on things such as like the Reese's Big Cup? How do you feel about that one? Because that's a different ratio.
I liked it. Honestly, I like the Reese's peanut butter.
Okay, so you're okay with like different ratios as long as the filling is like prime.
I mean, as long as it makes sense, right? Like, I think they had one with, like, chips in it that I never got a chance to try. They might even still have it. I feel like that's got to be one of the greatest of all time. But
I think I did the one... They had, like, pretzels in one that I tried. Like, potato chips sounds weird to me. I don't know. See, sweet and salty, I mean, I get it, but I don't know. I never tried that one.
No, that's totally fair. So we've got 2 firm contenders in there. You know, we've got the M&Ms. We've got the Reese's in there, and then we've got a few outside ones that we can't quite agree on. I did have an aside I wanted to make here.
Yeah. What's up?
Top 5 Skittles does not belong there. I was thinking I could only think of candy bars or like chocolate that belonged in this list. I was thinking like Warheads, like anything sweet. Anything that's like sweet that's not chocolate does not deserve to be in a top 5 list. Lemon heads, what have you, not as good.
You're talking to the right guy for that take because I do not eat like the fruity, the sour, none of that. Skittles, Starburst, like Jolly Ranchers, those type of things. Never really been a fan. You know,
Ooh, I do like Jolly Ranchers, but not top 5 like them.
No, not top 5. Not top 5. You know what is good? I had a random craving for Airheads the other day. So weird. Did you ever remember when we were kids? I don't know if you ever experienced this. I think you did because it was like the little brothers who lived in our neighborhood. They would always have like boxes full of Airheads. And like it always felt like some special prized treasure to go over there and they'd like give me a bunch of Airheads. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Do you remember that?
I only wanted the mystery flavor. That's all I ever wanted. I don't care about any of the other flavors.
All I know, it felt like some sort of currency, some sort of child currency to have these like Airheads in their shiny wrappers, and it's like candy that your parents don't know that you have. I don't know, man. They were good though.
Not top 5 good, but
not top 5.
Like
not top 5.
Those types of things don't live in the top 5 list. Like I don't crave any of those. Like those are totally different.
Absolutely. We're on the same exact page with that.
Man, we're gonna have to make some concessions for the top 5 because I'm running out of like big candy bars. You know, I mean, I guess we could throw into the conversation like Rice Krispies. Rice Krispies are good. I'm never like crazy about them. I don't think they even make honorable mentions.
I eat Rice Krispies quite often, like Rice Krispie treats. I mean, I eat them quite often. They're because they make little mini versions that are like 45 calories, so it's like a sweet little snack. But yeah, probably not the top 5 list. I really don't even consider them candy. I mean, they're candy-esque, but like we said, candy to me is like chocolate. I mean, I know there's other candies, but like gummies and things, but chocolate is chocolate. So yeah, we have a pretty good list here so far. We could do with a few more. How do you feel about... These are going to be combined into the same one here. I'm actually curious to know your take. I would maybe potentially put them in, like, slot number 6 for my personal tastes. I think it's very dependent on if you like coconut or not. We're talking Almond Joys. And then the other one that doesn't have the almond. What's that one called?
Joys.
The blue one. No. What's the blue one called? The one that doesn't have the almond.
I have no idea. I know exactly what Almond Joys are, of course, but like...
Yeah, the coconut. Yes.
Whatever
the one without the almond that's included in here, I don't remember.
I like Almond Joys more as an adult than I did as a kid. Like, I feel like as you get older, you like Almond Joys more. It's like a linear graph.
Okay. That's interesting.
I don't think it hits top 5. It's below a Kit Kat for sure. I like it every now and then, though. Oh, I just had a thought, though. Back on the candy train. So maybe not like sweet ones, but there are other candies that I think could compete. Not as an honorable mention. One of the interesting ones, you know that strawberry hard candy?
Strawberry hard candy?
Yeah, it comes
in
that's
like wrapped in like a little strawberry wrapper.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever had one of those, but I've seen them
those
everywhere. Yeah.
So
you like
honestly,
those?
I do. Yeah, probably as my honorable mention, Werther's. I like a Werther's, especially like the soft, chewy ones, like more the Tootsie Roll consistency. Those are good.
What is a That sounds like something my grandparent would carry in their purse.
Bro, there's no way you've not had a Werther's. Come on.
What is a Werther's?
I
think I've seen them. Werther's candy. Let me hit up the little Google.
It's
here.
just like the caramel.
Oh,
candy.
the little caramels. I've
Had
definitely had one of those in my life.
Look at the chewy ones.
I would never seek those out. Really? I would never seek these out.
Hold on. Let me see.
Chewy caramels made with real butter and fresh cream.
Look up Werther's apple filled. Those.
Oh, hold on. Okay. You have
those are my jam, dude.
Caramel apple soft caramels.
Yeah.
The taste of caramel dipped apples. Okay, see this I could get behind.
Sure. But you haven't had it, so I mean it's tough to like actually put, but it's like a caramel apple, but it doesn't stick to your teeth. So
I love that.
Yeah,
that's a good call out there. Interesting. Maybe I will try those ones after all.
Really good. Okay, so let's throw another one on the list. I don't think Butterfinger / Fifth Avenue has the chops to beat M&M's. I think it has to be placed at 5.
Butterfinger at 5?
Yeah. So it's tough because we might need to move M&M up. So it would be behind M&M regardless.
I think from personal experience, I'm very biased towards the specific types of candy. So for me, it's like the peanut butter M&Ms. For you, it's just regular peanut. Peanut butter M&Ms might even be at 3 for me.
I would put peanut M&Ms at 3. I could do that.
Okay. So let's do Reese's at 1, M&M's at 3, Butterfinger at 5 for right now.
Sure. I mean, I don't know.
And then we can move them. We can move things. Obviously, we're not locking anything in, but we need some sort of outline here, right?
Hot take?
Because Sure.
We bump Butterfinger up to 4 and move Kit Kat to 5.
Really? You are the one who presented Kit Kat, and you were not. You weren't feeling that.
Sure, but my bunch of my crunch bars are off the menu, and so I've got to make concessions. And Kit Kat to me is like a 6 or a 7 kind of guy, and for me to lose one of my contenders, Kit Kats are pretty good. I never actively seek them out, but I can't think of anything else that I actively would seek out.
Okay, let's talk the 5 slot here. Right, let's work from the back. You're saying Kit Kat. You're suggesting Kit Kat. It's not a bad suggestion. I'm never upset at a Kit Kat, right? I've been known in the past. I've went to CVS. I've gotten the big bag of the Reese's and Kit Kat mixture. It's a nice treat. The other ones in consideration for 5 that aren't on the list. Crunch. I think Twix should be in there. I think Twix should be in the conversation for 5.
Yeah,
so out of those 3,
it can be on the door leaving. I would put Snickers ahead of Twix.
I know you said that earlier. I don't know why you would say that.
Rehash it. The ratios are better.
The ratios.
The ratios.
The ratios. It's all about the ratios, man.
That's right.
So, okay. Let me ask you this. Would you put Crunch above Kit Kat at 5 if you had it your way?
Yeah, definitely.
Because I would put Twix above Kit Kat at 5 if I had it my way. So I think for a fair slot, Kit Kat at 5 is a good idea.
I think so. Which leaves us with 2, which has got to be the hardest possible spot to fill. Because, I mean, sure, we could bump things up, but I don't think M&M's deserve to be in that 2 slot. We gotta knuckle down.
Yeah, but what's better than M&M's? Okay, let's rehash here. We have Reese's at 1. We have a blank slot at 2. We have M&M's at 3. We have, what did we put at 4 again? Butterfinger at 4, and then Kit Kat at 5.
Sure.
So it's like, do we bump the entire list up? Do we like slot something else in at 3? This is tough, dude. What are the other options here? Things that have not been talked about. We talked about Snickers, Almond Joy. We talked about, I think we need to maybe add a few other, just a couple more contenders into the list here.
I've got one for you.
Okay.
Maybe not as like number 2, but for discussion. I'm a big $100,000 guy.
Ooh, did you know they're discontinued?
What do you mean? I just got a bag.
A bag of $100,000?
Yeah.
Like the minis or what?
I think so.
Oh, I'm lying. I was wrong. I don't know why I thought they were discontinued.
Yeah, $100,000 is like where you miss out on the Crunch Bar, but it throws, the caramel in there. It gives you that crunch and it gives you that, nice gooiness.
Okay. I've been known to eat $100,000 or 2.
Yeah.
If we're throwing curveballs out there, how do you feel about the whatchamacallits?
Never had one. I've heard of them though.
Bro, we need to just buy a bunch of candy and have you try it.
Next episode.
I'm gonna bring over just like 10 candy bars that you've never had.
How you feel about Toblerones? I'm just kidding.
Toblerones. I don't know if I've ever actually had one of those.
I think.
Oh, you know what? You know something? We are doing a great disservice here. You know what we haven't mentioned at all?
What's that?
Cadbury, dude.
I'm not a big Cadbury guy.
No, none of the products? Because they have a bunch of different ones.
Not a big Cadbury guy, no. If you want to go in that vein, I'm a big Lindor truffle guy. I do like those.
Lindor truffles?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's strong enough to be its own submission to the list here. I love the truffles. They come in all the different flavors, and somehow the filling that's inside of them is always like super creamy and not... Because you would think they sit there for a long time, they go through all the different temperatures, you would think like something would happen to it, but it's like, it's good every time.
And they got all kinds of cute flavors. I usually go like white chocolate for the Lindor truffles, but they got like sea salt caramel. They've got like cute ones for holidays, like they had a Valentine's one that was strawberries and cream. I mean, it's a pretty good option.
Truffles are strong. Let's see here. What else do we have? Some other things that I'm just going to mention that I don't think are even worthy of consideration, but you can tell me how you feel. Hershey Kisses. Kind of like...
They're always stale when you eat them, too.
Yeah, kind of bad. Probably don't even want to talk about them any more than that. Some things we missed, the big ones. Baby Ruths. You had those?
I have. They're kind of eh.
And then...
Three Musketeers is a big one.
Ooh, Three Musketeers.
Yeah, a little more nougaty, right? Milky Way, you're right.
Yeah, Milky, but that's just like a nutless Snickers.
Nut?
Something that I haven't had, so I can't even talk about it. Have you ever had those Tony's Chocolonely bars?
No.
Yeah, they're apparently like really good chocolate. And you know what I have to say? I am super glad neither of us thought to mention Feastables in this conversation.
That you want to get controversial? Ooh, I found another one. I've never had them.
I mean, you're not missing anything. I've had them like once. You know what I mean?
So, to mention other things we haven't mentioned, paydays.
Okay. The nut eating that ones?
Tell you, one I do like, probably not over, what we've already mentioned, like Lindt truffles and whatnot. Rolos. I do like Rolos.
Man. I had to have had them at some point in my life, but
They've done like Rolo McFlurries, and man.
Maybe, I worked at McDonald's for a while.
When the machine worked,
Maybe I had them then. Oh, dude. This is such an interesting little anecdote to add on to the conversation. I used to, when I worked at McDonald's in high school, we had, like you said, we had the different McFlurries, and for a while McDonald's had a Reese's McFlurry, right? So what we would have in the walk-in fridge these bags of like pre-crushed up Reese's.
Yo.
And I would just take, at the end of the night when you're closing up, like whatever Reese's are out to be used for the McFlurries, you're supposed to just dump them. I would take like 32-ounce cups home of just crushed up Reese's and keep them in the fridge and just eat it with a spoon. One of the best times of my life.
Yeah, I mean, you dump them in your mouth, right? Sure.
Dude, oh my goodness, that was... Oh, what a time. I still wish I could do that. Like, I still think of those times, and I'm like... I've thought about going to, like, there's like a big... GFS. You familiar with that one? Like a big, like, warehouse. Yeah, they have that, like, big bags of crushed Reese's. And I'm like, should I just go get that and leave it in the fridge? No, I shouldn't. But I could. And I think about it quite often.
You could probably go to like a froyo place and just get like a cup of it.
Yeah, but I feel like they charge me so much for that.
No doubt. I mean, like everywhere's gonna.
Right. That's why working at the place was just... I mean, I could just take it. No payment required.
So, let's see here. I think the other one you were thinking of earlier, the Almond Joy without the almond, Mound? Was that what it
is? Yes. Okay.
Of course, I think we mentioned Heath bars as well. I'm looking up pictures because I feel like we're nearly tapped out. I tell you
what,
what,
struggling here.
Bottom three, I don't think I can safely say worst. Whoppers. Whoppers are awful. You only like it if you're over 50.
It's funny because Werthers seem like a more elderly candy.
Yeah.
But I think they taste better than Whoppers even. Like, I would much rather have those. Whoppers. Or I would rather have the Werthers.
Milk Duds. I liked Milk Duds as a kid, but, like, not as a contender here.
Milk Duds. What are those? Aren't those the same thing as Whopper?
No, because they're, like, caramel as opposed to, like, crunchy graham cracker.
Whoppers? Graham cracker?
No, it's not.
I don't know. Okay, because I was like...
Oh, wait. Well, it's like a graham cracker, like... It's got the crunch, right?
I get what you're saying, yeah. It's been a while since I've had one of those.
You ever had cookies and cream Hershey's bar?
Yeah, they're not bad. Hershey's has a bunch of different bars. That's the problem, though, isn't it? One thing that I do like is the Mr. Good bar. You like that one with the peanuts in it?
Never had.
You like peanuts? You told me earlier. You like
M&Ms. It's true. I like peanuts in my mouth.
Okay, so I think we're out of like popular candies and chocolate. We're like scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
We had to cross all of it, yeah.
We had to make sure we were like, yes, we had to make sure. Let's look at our list here of things that haven't been added again, right? Crunch is still swimming out there. Twix is swimming out there.
Okay, so you're not going to go Crunch, I'm not going to go Twix. I mean, we don't need to mince words.
Yeah, but here's what I'm going to say, though. It feels like a crime to leave Snickers out of a top 5. I'm like coming around on the Snickers.
Okay, are you going to replace Kit Kat?
I mean, maybe not replace, but like push up.
See,
Because
I need
frankly, what's
100
what's
grand
better
in this
than
list.
you need 100 grand in the list. Okay. We need to like restructure this though. Reese's number 1 is easy. Is there anything better than M&M's of the things we've covered?
This is crazy. The fact that M&M's even have a chance at 2 is obscene.
It's the varieties, dude. Have
Honestly?
you ever, dude, the pretzel M&Ms? You had those? You had to have had those.
For me, it's either... I think 100 grand is solid. I don't think I can put it at number 2. I think I would be way more inclined to put M&M's at 2.
Let's lock in M&M's at 2.
Oh, that's crazy. Because regular M&Ms, I would never ask for regular
No,
M&Ms.
not regular M&Ms,
I
but the
know.
varieties, dude.
Yeah, I know.
They used to make like the blue M&Ms, the crunchy ones. Oh my gosh, phenomenal. Okay, so we got Reese's 1, M&M's 2. I didn't expect M&M's to be 2 at all either.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't
This is
hate it.
wild.
I feel like 3 is okay, 2's a little pushing it, but I mean, compared to our tastes, it feels okay.
Okay, so now we have number 3 open. Butterfinger at 3? How are we feeling about that?
How do you feel about 100 grand versus the Butterfinger?
At 3?
How do you feel about the 2? Like, compare them.
Butterfinger is a classic. I do like the Fifth Avenue more, but for simplicity's sake, we're just saying Butterfinger. I like how the Butterfinger flakes off when you're biting into it, right? It's like that little... It's almost like peanut brittle, but it's like a very, very thin version that like flakes off and it's crunchy, and it just complements the thing very well. And you get that peanut butter flavor, which is... I mean, look at us with our Reese's number 1. M&M's, we're talking about peanuts and peanut butter. We're chocolate peanut butter guys. Butterfinger is within that theme. Now, 100 grand, we didn't even... Neither of us even thought that thing existed anymore until we had to look up candies.
I have a bag in my kitchen. I absolutely know about it.
I forgot it existed. I forgot it. I thought it was discontinued, man. I'll be honest with you.
And you were upset about it. Understandably so. I mean, it's basically just like a Crunch Bar with chocolate that doesn't taste expired, and then it's got a gooiness in it. So it matches your, like cracker crust crunchiness that you're looking for, but it also has that extra element of the caramel, It's a bit more finished of a product.
I like the caramel. I'll give you this. I would rather have 100 grand in the top 5 than a Crunch.
Oh yeah, no, I mean that's fine. I mean mine is going to be different,
but
absolutely.
I don't think I can put it above a Butterfinger.
The last time I had a Butterfinger was when I went trick or treating in like middle school.
I'm going to go on Amazon and send like a 20-pack of Fifth Avenues to your house.
Can we tie? Can we do like a 3-3?
A 3
So like 1, 2, 3, 3, 5.
Tied for third.
Yeah, I don't think I can put a Butterfinger above 100 grand for me. And then any of the other options I would not put above these, I don't think either.
What was our number 5? Kit Kat?
Let's not worry about that. We'll come to that later because I think that's changed greatly.
Interesting. See, I was thinking maybe it'd be okay to bump up a little bit, but you're seeming like you want to bump it down. Okay. Do we want to tie for 3? I mean, if we simply can't decide, the stakes are pretty low here. It's just me and you. So if we want to,
I don't think we can agree on this.
So if we want to put tied for third, 100 grand and Butterfinger, I'm cool with it. And then we just figure out what the 5th is, and that's the top 5.
Sure, and 5th might even be tough too. But I like the tie because I don't think we're ever going... See, the problem is I'm more of like an ooey gooey guy on my candy bars, and you're more of like a, like crunchy element.
I do like the crunch, which is interesting. I mean, 100 grand's whole thing is that it's crunchy, but
it's different, right? Like, Twix, there's not a lot of like ooey gooey to it, so you like Twix a lot.
Yeah,
so that makes sense, right? So we can live with that. I think is like a combined list. So to me, and you may think that Snickers should belong, and I think I can throw it in the argument if you want to, but number 5 to me is Kit Kat or Lindt Truffles.
The truffles, dude. That would be... I mean, that's like That's
This is
kind
a
of an
real
out
hot
of
take.
nowhere. That's an
It's
out of
hot take.
nowhere pick. Yeah, there's like a name for that in sports. What is it called? Not like underdog, but like somebody who just comes out of nowhere.
Like dark
and just-
horse.
Yes, there it is. The dark horse, Lindt truffles. Let's do it. Let's do a bit of a deep dive here, because if
I
we're
didn't
doing
think
Lindt
you'd agree.
truffles, no, I love Lindt truffles. I used to go when I was working delivery jobs. If I wanted something sweet, I would go into a gas station, just like grab a handful of them, and pay for them, obviously. But they're nice. Let's look at all the different Lindt truffles flavors. I think this is what's really going to factor into us here. So they have milk, dark, white, extra dark. Those seem to be the basics. You said you were talking about the caramel earlier, I think, right?
Yeah, they have like I think a sea salt caramel.
Yeah, they've got a peanut butter. They've got a hazelnut. They've got a bunch that I don't even know existed. What is stracciatella? You ever
I have
heard
no
of
idea,
that?
but I'm interested in trying it. Right?
Stracciatella. Yeah, what is it? Let's look up and see if we can find here. It's not really. Oh, it's like cookies and cream.
So I mean, it's a hot take, but I don't think we got to mince words. I feel like Lindt jumps.
I'm okay with Lindt at 5. I never thought I didn't even. I didn't even consider this in the list. Lindt is, and not only are they like come in all the different flavors and the center is really good, the chocolate itself is pretty good quality. Like
It is. It's the best on the list. Yeah.
As far as like straight chocolate quality, it is the best quality chocolate on the list. I agree with that 100%.
I mean, it's like probably the most simplistic item on the list, but also like it does well what it does.
And also, it's like, how is the chocolate so soft? And it's like, it goes into your mouth and it's not too much bite. It's like, it's almost like it's been heated up a little bit, but it hasn't. I don't know, dude.
And it's just the outside chocolate.
Maybe truffles go at 3. No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe at 0.
Maybe.
They just jump 1.
Let's just do a 5-way tie for number 1. How about that?
Yeah, no controversy. Now we're talking.
Okay, so I think we got it. I think that's it then, right?
It only took us a solid 45 minutes. 2 grown men.
Oh yeah, we're an hour and 7 minutes into the podcast here. This was the whole thing. So let's go over the list, make sure we like it, and that'll be that.
Yeah, if you
Number
could
1.
just, for number 3, if you could just do it alphabetically when you say it, that'd be great. Because numbers go first.
Yeah, I'll try my best here. Number 1, Reese's, all variants. Some notable things we talked about. For me, the Reese's Fast Break. Darren, you need to try that. The holiday shapes, obviously a contender. Reese's in general is just, I mean, even if the chocolate isn't the highest quality, it doesn't matter. The ratio's on point. The peanut butter mixture is just unmatched. There's no other candy doing it like Reese's.
If we allowed variants, it probably would have been like top 3, top 4, easily.
I could make my whole top 5 different Reese's things.
Yeah,
it
had to be lumped together.
Without an issue. So that was an easy number 1. Number 2, M&M's. It feels like there should be something in between Reese's and M&M's. It does feel like that, but I mean, we sat here for an hour and couldn't find anything to do that. So M&M's at number 2 it is. Some notable ones: peanut and peanut butter. We talked about the crunchy ones, pretzel. They have like caramel ones that are pretty good. So M&M's a solid contender. I mean, it's one of the most popular candies for a reason. Number 3, a tie, a 2-way tie. Starting with Butterfinger for me, and then 100 Grand for Darren. Those were our 2 picks. I'm okay with it. You know, I wouldn't be mad at 100 Grand being at 4. So having it tied for 3 is not that big of a jump. You know what I mean? So that's that. That's those 2, and then obviously we just ended the conversation off with Lindt truffles. So no need to rehash those.
Yeah, over Kit Kat and Snickers. I know Snickers tried to sneak its way into your top 5, but it could have. But I think Lindt stands out in terms of like what it offers as opposed to Kit Kat or Snickers. I'm more inclined to grab for a Kit Kat if I have the choice, honestly, over a Snickers. So Lindt to me is more of like a decadent choice.
Decadent. That is the word of the day. I'd have to agree with that assessment. It does feel wrong to not have Snickers in a top 5 because it's like that's one of the big players, but there's just a little bit too much going on there for me. I don't know. There's just something about it. It feels heavy. Doesn't have a good mouthfeel. Like my light beer has, you know what I'm saying? So Snickers didn't make it in there. I think I would have Twix in my top 5, but that's neither here nor there. That we can just attribute to different tastes, I suppose. And then there was a bunch of other candies that we mentioned and weren't even worthy of like a top 10 conversation. So,
and Whoppers bottom 3, easy.
Whoppers bottom 1. I mean, what's a worse candy than a Whopper?
That's for another episode.
Maybe we'll do a bottom 5 candy list. That could be fun. Worst candies ever. It'd be all just like fruity stuff. And Whoppers, of course.
Skittles are overrated.
Find out next time why. No, just kidding. Yeah, so that'll do it for this episode. Like I said, this was basically just one big side quest. I am not mad about it. This was fun. I like when we do the lists together. It makes for fun discourse. So, Darren, any parting words or anything before we hit the outro here? Or any comments on the candy list or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I probably would have thrown, a bunch of Cruncha in there, but I respect our different tastes. So I think I like our list. I am very surprised that M&M's found their way into the second spot. I'm a little offended, but I can't think of anything else that would compete. So that's fair.
Maybe like Raisinets, potentially.
Yeah, wow. Oatmeal raisin cookies, just anything with raisins in them are just superior.
I actually like Raisinets, but I wasn't even gonna. We don't even need to. Okay.
Oh, okay. It wasn't a joke. So subscribe to our podcast and follow us on socials at Sips and SideQuests, at Sips and SideQuest Pod for Instagram to be notified when our next release lands to find out more. I'm trying to do more clips. If you want to comment on the clips, it'll validate me. I need that. I'm like a toddler. Leave a comment to let us know how we're doing, and drop a like for some easy experience points. We are releasing episodes every other Thursday, bi-weekly release. This has been Darren.
And this has been Troy. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you right back here next time for yet another adventure.
Bye.